Hey you guys, it's your girl, the Empress 917, and I'm coming to you with another one, okay? Okay. This is the healing process. I don't know what take this is, but I'll figure it out. But this is the healing process, okay? I haven't done a healing process video in a long time because I've been healing myself and I've been going through a lot myself in the last 3 years, basically. And we have to understand when we go through things, our kids go through things, so we have to make sure they're emotionally stable and they're not feeling your emotions and all of that. So with all that being said, you know, I could do another healing process video because I'm healing, you know. This is a day-to-day thing. We're going to heal. We're going to, you know, did I say spirit is in the building? Spirit is always in the building. Thank you, God, for everything. I am grateful. I am grateful and I am humble. The healing process, okay? And this is for the women out here because specifically, we are the nurturers, we are the caretakers, we are the nurses, we are the teachers, we are the believers, we are a lot, okay? We are the backbone. And sometimes, I'm going to be honest, sometimes we don't want to necessarily, you know, independent women, yes, we are so grateful for being independent. I know I am. I'm grateful that I can be independent and I can do things on my own. But sometimes we don't want to do that. Okay, like, I'm just being real. And I'm going to speak from my perspective, and then you can take it how it resonates with you. As a woman, I have realized that I have been put in position to always do things on my own. Even as a young child, I had to always do things on my own. And feel alone while you're doing it, you know, without the 3D people around. So that's why my spirituality and my connection with God has always been strong. Even as a child, I was rooted in religion. So because I had teachers, preachers, everything in my family, and they were strong religious people. Church every Sunday, you know, everything. And I was raised predominantly by my grandmother, so I was always taught to pray, put God first, believe, do, you know. So that's what I do on a day-to-day basis. I always have my grandmother. She's a very independent woman. I've never seen my grandmother need anyone. And that was crazy to me because I'm like, dang, she don't need nobody. But it's like, it's not that she wanted to do it. It was something that she had to do. And she was looked at as a very independent woman that don't need anybody. It's not that you don't need anybody. And I know I embody my grandmother a lot. She's still here today. And I got to call her today because, no, I just got to call her. But it's not that we want to do that. It's not that, oh, I'm so independent, I don't need anybody. It's the role that we were placed into. And sometimes men get a little intimidated about that. You know, they're a little, I don't even know how to say this, but men or people around you get intimidated, not just men, but I specifically am supposed to focus on the relationships with the family members, and this is what Spirit is telling me right now. This is what God wants me to do. So it's not that we want to be so independent that we don't need anybody or intimidate anybody or intimidate your family, your sisters, and things of that nature. When you're put in that position, it's something that you have to do and you're used to doing it. It's like, I'll get it done. Other people you allow to come into your life, they don't really show up the way that you show up for them. And it's like, okay, fine, I'll do it on my own. Excuse me. And it really takes a toll on you as a person. I know it did for me. People look at me as if I don't need anything or anyone, okay? It's not. Everybody needs somebody, okay? It's not that I don't need you. It's that I've been placed in the position all the time throughout my life. Not necessarily that I want to be in that position. No, I don't want to always have to be the one that be strong. Always has to be the one that holds the torch and just, I got it. Sometimes I do want to lean on somebody else. Sometimes I do want to know that, okay, you got it. Especially when it comes to a counterpart. But understand that when you don't show up the way I need you to, I have to go ahead and show up for myself, because I know that I'm going to get it done. And I know that I'm going to do the right thing. So it's not that I had to learn through this process. It's not that you don't need anybody. It's that when everybody comes around, people don't show up. So I had to get rid of the people who didn't show up for me. And that was my healing process. Yeah, it makes me an independent woman. It's a lot of us have to be in. It's not that we want to be as independent as we are. It's we have to. And it's not that we're showing our counterparts, oh, we don't need you. No, it's not like that. It's the simple fact that if I need you, show up for me the way I show up for you. And then I can kind of lean on you more the way you would lean on me. I hope this makes sense, because a lot of us, we are blamed or people put this certain jacket on our back. We don't want to carry this jacket. I know I don't want to carry the jacket that, oh, you so independent, you don't need anybody. Oh, you so independent, a man can't do anything for you. Oh, you so independent, you think you know everything. Oh, you so independent. No. It's not that. I'm so independent that I was brought up by an independent woman that always taught me how to fend for yourself, how to survive for yourself, how to do things for yourself, and don't depend on anybody else, because when you depend on other people, they let you down. That's where that independence comes from. But it's not that I want to overdo it or be better than. No, I don't want to be better than anybody. I want to be a better me than I was yesterday, than I was last year, than I was, you know what I'm saying? And so the healing process came at first. In my mind, it was like, yeah, I don't need nobody. Because everybody that I needed failed me when I needed them the most. And I'm not a very needy person. I don't really need people the most all the time. I always do things on my own. But the simple fact, when I need you to show up and you don't sit well for me, especially when I'm always showing up for you. So that was my mentality. Oh, I don't need anybody. But I had to change my thought process, and I had to say, you know what? It's not that I don't need anybody. I don't need the people who drain me and then want me to pour into them. But I do need the people who pour into me the way I pour into them. Because that's loving me the way I love them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not that I don't need anything or anybody. It's that I don't need certain people or certain things in my life. So it creates an illusion for other people that, oh, she thinks she's this and she thinks she's that. But no, I'm a human being. I'm going through the same human being experiences. I'm a spiritual being going through human being experiences on this 3D earth. But I had to learn how to survive, and I had to learn how to do the things that I needed to do in order to get it popping, get things going in my life. And unfortunately, I had to do a lot of this stuff alone. So it created I'm gonna take accountability right now. It created so many boundaries for things and people around me. Yes, it did. Because I feel like, okay, I'm gonna put this wall up. So if you don't need me, or you're gonna treat me this type of way, I'm gonna do everything on my own. But it's not everybody around you, is what I had to learn. It's not about them. Okay, you just learn somebody's character when they don't treat you as an equal. You just learn the character. But there are some people in your circle that will help you and not hinder you. So, the independent woman, yes, it's great to be independent, but you're always going to need somebody. But it's the somebodies that you need around you. It's the circle. It's how you keep your circle tight. Keep it tight with the right ones. Yeah, make sure they're independent too and not codependent. And make sure that you can help each other out without being overbearing, without being a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I have to say about the healing process. And the way I healed that is that I had to take accountability for being vulnerable with myself in order for me to say, okay, look, you can't do it all on your own. And it's not that everybody is this way or that way. You have to let people in. But it's about who you let in. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they help somebody. I hope I put that into words the way it was in my mind, you know? So this goes for males too. When you're dealing with a male, you know, sometimes I'm so independent. You don't have to have an independent ego, a big ego about it. It's great to show somebody that you're independent, but it's also great to show somebody your vulnerability as well. When you need or when you lack, ask. You know, it is what it is. And sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to humble ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn how to humble myself with the people who matter. And I'm still independent. But I have people I can depend on now. And that's the difference. Okay, I hope they helped. Y'all, I'll see y'all later. Peace. I love you.